Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. And this is going to be a major problem for Verizon. So you guys have heard my commentary about how I feel about Hans and where the company is headed. And after hearing the remainder of the commentary of Hans Vestberg at the conference today, I am fully convinced that 2023 is going to be another bust for the company and that they have no plans to change anything. Now, let me explain, right? So you see this article from Fierce Wireless, which I will leave in the description down below so you guys could check it out. Vestberg, Verizon will return to positive consumer net adds in Q4. So let me stop right there, right? I want to make this very clear. Temper your expectations, right? And for any analysts, anyone from the market that watches the videos, Verizon is not doing hundreds of thousands of ads in this quarter or this quarter that just passed. I would say, since Hans pretty much openly spoke about that they are going to post a positive net ad for the consumer side, I would say it's going to be a number between 10 to 50,000, and that's it. If they do above that, that would surprise me very much. So let me speak on the remainder of the commentary at the city's conference today and why I think 2023 is a bust. So yes, Verizon is going to make some tweaks and changes this year. They finally discussed it at today's conference publicly. I was told about this several weeks back. They are bringing back a commission structure on the retail side. Now they didn't go into full detail on that, but they are going to tweak that for the sales reps to get a bigger commission structure. So him and Kyle are working on that. They did discuss that today. So that's coming. So that'll get the team at retail more motivated to want to sell, to upsell and do some things, right? So that's good. But the overall strategy is still not changing. It's still the same what it was in 2022 and 2021. He's prioritizing service revenue growth over net ads, and not just any kind of net ads. He wants the premium net ads. So that premium strategy is still the same in 2023. That is not changing. And I will say it again, like I said it in all my other videos, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. He said today they're at about 42% of the base that's now on premium unlimited. And they want to take that to 50% per the analyst day they had last year. And then what? That's eventually going to dry out. So is he going to jeopardize shrinking the overall base to get to 80% of customers having unlimited premium? It just doesn't make sense that he sits there and says he's not chasing any kind of net ad. And I get it, I understand. But besides that and beyond that, they have a perception issue. They have a marketing issue. It's not just pricing alone. And the reason it's not pricing alone, T-Mobile clarified it, and I'll make a different video about this. T-Mobile clarified it today, right? And that was, well, they didn't clarify what Verizon's issue is, but what they made clear today made it clear to me that pricing alone is not the issue at Verizon. And I said this in several other videos now. T-Mobile ran a promo during the fourth quarter, 4 lines, $100, and you get 4 iPhone 14s on them. Peter Osvaldik disclosed that only 1% of new foot traffic going into stores chose that plan. Over 60% of customers that were new to the base chose Magenta Max, which is their highest offering. Still a bit cheaper than Verizon's, but they're choosing a higher upsell. So pricing alone is not the issue for Verizon. It's everything. It's customer service, it's marketing, and I think that those are probably the bigger part of the issue, because customer service has been very bad, I'm told, getting worse, and marketing is it's kind of meh. I just don't see it as being great, right? So that's Verizon's issue, and Hans is not willing to change. He very much discussed another price increase today. Said it wouldn't be as bad as the last one, but they're thinking about it. So that's coming. I mean, the fact that he talked about that in the conference today lets me know that if it's not this quarter, it will be next quarter. They're going to increase prices again. So I immediately made a tweet when I heard that stuff. I was like, T-Mobile's going to eat good in 2023 because T-Mobile likes all net ads. They don't care if the customer gets the 400 or if they get the Magenta Max. T-Mobile doesn't mind. They take all growth because there's more upselling to do. There's tablets T-Mobile can add to that account, even if it's a cheaper paying account. There's home internet. There's smartwatches. There's so much upselling that they can do for that growth and foot traffic that's coming in. Where Verizon is pretty much turning them away. Even if Hans had to budge and drop pricing across the board by $5, he says he won't do it today. He clarified it today. He says it would be irresponsible to do so. And if you look at the overall base, it's shrinking and it's showing in their financials. They're guiding negative financials. And this is before T-Mobile even hits a higher run rate in rural. I mean, Hans is just he's hard to work with, man. He's just bad for that company. There's no competitive spirit. It's his way or the highway. It's the premium play and nothing else. And T-Mobile's going to eat his lunch. And then he's got AT&T on his other side too. He's getting hit from both sides. AT&T presented as well today, and they're looking to do some pretty big things too. So they have no competitive spirit whatsoever. He keeps talking about being more surgical and being more flexible. Flexible for what? They're not competing. There's no additional promotional offerings going in, right? They discounted in an already discounted plan. That didn't make any sense to me. But it's like beating a dead horse with Hans. So unless the board of directors act on it, they do need to come in more in line with T-Mobile. Over time, right, all of this is going to add up. In 2023, guess what? T-Mobile's network is going to get better. In 2024, guess what? T-Mobile's network is going to get better. And Verizon is going to they're going to feel it in the numbers. There's going to be a negative impact on numbers for Verizon as T-Mobile continues to smartly grow the network. T-Mobile said they want to smartly grow the company to where it's accretive and profitable for them. And that's the plan that they have. And it's working. They are growing that base at an insane clip. They did over 6 million postpaid ads in 2022. If they could do another 6 million in 2024, another 6, they're going to be bigger than Verizon on postpaid alone. I mean, what is it going to take Hans to realize he needs to operate differently? He needs to compete. It's like he's entering into an NFL game or NBA game and he's not competing. He's going to lose. He is not competing against his peers. He thinks he's the big bad guy with the big bad network and he's invincible. Not going to happen. He is losing share by the boatload. So I'm going to close out the video here. I think it's a major problem that Hans is thinking the way he's thinking, moving in the direction that he's moving in. The perception is clearly changing. Peter Osvaldik said it in his segment in the conference. The perception is starting to work that T-Mobile has the best leading network, and they are going to push that again in 2023. So make sure you guys stay tuned to the channel, like, share, subscribe, follow my social media outlets. This is Tyrone with Tech Life. See y'all in the next one. Peace.